Yo, what it do, super crew? Welcome back to another episode of Moral Support the Podcast, man. We back, it's the fellas, you know what I'm saying? We back for the moment, but he on his way.
Yeah.
He gonna pull up on us here in a second, man. DJ Moral is in the building. Y'all see it, y'all see what he got on. Moral Support jacket.
Mr. Moral Support.
Looking like the Temptations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we back. Episode 21, man.
Let's
you
go.
know, we going, we flowing, we grinding, we thriving. All that there is that broski right there. There you go.
Yeah. Good timing.
What up, though? But
favorite timing.
But yeah, man, we here, man. We happy to be here. We in a different setting, but y'all see the backdrop, man. Thanksgiving vibes.
Hey, it's definitely this season of giving, for sure.
Getting dark early.
Yeah, 6 o'clock, 5:30.
On everything, man. Look, man. Welcome the star himself.
Yeah. Come on, get up in here, man. We just started. Let's go. I'll grab this mic, and then I'm gonna grab bro.
Grab the mic.
Oh, hey there. I'll grab the mic. You grab bro.
You grab bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, we pivot around here. We ain't the pivot podcast, but
We
make pivots.
But we do pivot occasionally.
The boy.
That might be a little tight. No, man. Yeah, welcome in the star of the show, Raymond. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, we just getting into it, bro. We just got done with the intro.
Yeah. We just telling the people what's up.
Traffic was crazy.
Super crazy.
On 30, huh? Yeah, I already know.
He was going 50.
That's why I left early. I left at like 3:50.
Bro, you got to, bro. It'd be dangerous. Everybody be getting off work and stuff.
It's good to have you, bro. Glad you made it, man. We about to get into it right now, for real.
So, brother Des, man, tell us, man. What we on today, man?
So check it out, yo. Like, not every setting that we be in, and y'all gonna know the full background of it, because we pivot like in a manner where we gonna utilize whatever we got to utilize in the season. But in this season, in this setting that we're in right now, is particularly a unique setting. And many don't know about it yet, and you probably won't in the fullness until a few months out. But I'm gonna give a little bit of the spill. This is about to be a new hub for us. This is about to be a new hub not for us three, but for the community. We're in Duquesne, PA. We on 938 Chestnut Street. This used to be the old Boys and Girls Club in Duquesne. This is about to be the Phyllis Oriole Resource and Recreational Center. About to open these doors up soon. Divine Restoration Outreach Ministries will be running this thing. And it's about to be dope, man. The things we got coming into this building is going to be dope.
Major.
What's being offered?
Man.
What's the word? What's the
laundry list? But what's being offered? Resources. A place for communities to strive, to thrive, to be safe, to be aided in, to be supported, to be loved on. As a root of everything, to be loved on, and that's gonna go, in a multitude of ways. The love that's gonna be extended. It's not gonna cover just one ground. It's not just gonna cover just the minorities. It's not just gonna cover just the youth. It's not gonna just cover just the elders or the seniors. It's gonna cover a multitude of different needs that are out there.
The entire community.
The type time, from the mothers, the single mothers, to the fathers. Man, I don't like to list stuff, because
students, teachers,
like
everything, any profession, like we gonna have some sort of resources at this location,
it's
for the folks, man.
Yep.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm glad to be attached to it.
Oh, for sure.
The vision of it is just, it's amazing. So big ups to y'all just for part of it, putting down the groundwork, doing the painting, the little stuff that goes in that people don't really see. We talk about the stuff that get done in the dark. Boy, I'm telling you, it's a process.
Come on now.
It's one worth waiting for, and just be on the lookout for it, man.
One thing I want to throw in is, bro, this is what we talk about. You know what I'm saying? We dream about is like, you know what I'm saying, like bringing stuff back to the community. Turning things around, giving resources and stuff for people to do. You know what I mean? And this is just living proof. You know what I mean? We ain't just talking about it, but being about it. You know what I'm saying?
Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground.
Heck,
and this community in specific, Duquesne, not just Duquesne, but this is going to be for the Mon Valley. And even beyond, for real, but definitely a hub for the Mon Valley, just because that's what's going to be easily accessible to it. But it's
along the river, man.
You feel me? So it's definitely going to be that thing, but it's going to be such an impact. So the restoration that's being done here, that's being shout out to Pastor Eric. He's definitely leading this thing. The vision's all within his heart. God blessed him with his vision, and we just those who are aiding it and supporting it. But that's what it takes, though. It takes the community. It takes those who also see the vision, value the vision, respect the vision, and comply to the vision. So there's big things coming here, but I definitely just want to shout that out because again, that's the space that we're in right now.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's doing his thing.
Nothing's possible without him.
Nah, he's working, bro.
Without him.
He's working
overtime. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like it's crazy just to see these things come to life, bro. Like you said, like stuff that we spoke on, and seeing a village behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having the right people in the leadership roles, having the right soldiers to follow the leader.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that really makes such a difference in the spirit behind it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is, I think, the most important because no egos. You know what I'm saying? No pride. We y'all stripped that from the people with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all took it and what's about to go into it and come from it is just, it's amazing. Like, if you can see the vision, you understand the vision. And if you know anything about building and growing, I'm telling you, man, it's here. This is it.
If you don't see it, just be patient. It'll come. You know what I mean? Because those who don't got faith don't,
Look, I'm
can't see
hyped up,
things.
boy. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hyped up.
The harvest is coming, man. It's harvest season, and there's definitely a harvest on the way. But again, we like we mentioned too, we're in tis a season of giving, tis a season of gratitude, of thankfulness. All these things. I love November. November baby.
Yeah, boy's birthday is coming up,
definitely coming up, but I don't really care about my birthday. I just let the season, I mean, just everything that's going on around it. But one thing I wanted to set the stage with is this conversation. Like I said, we're sitting in the midst of a huge, what's about to be and what was our resource to the community. And I actually went to what I was just telling Duane. I went to a community baby shower earlier, and all that is just this organization who they set up they set up this event monthly. Actually, they do it every month, and they do it in a different community each month.
Okay. So it's an actual organization.
I thought you were saying it was like a baby shower in the community, and the people could come to, like, it's your baby shower, but people in the community just come to
type time. But that's the thing, though. So like the theme is to celebrate those who are about to have child, and those who just had them. They kind of lean towards the 0 to 3 months who just had them, and those who are
that's
pregnant.
super dope.
And it's super dope, and this is what I mean by super dope, bro. So what they have is it was in a gym such as like this, and they had a plethora of resources around. So you got like UPMCs, you got your midwives, you got your WICs, you got your AIUs, you got just stuff that can aid and help people, those who are families, resources to the families and stuff like that. And then, upon entry, they give you raffles to win stuff. They give you gift bags. They give you like stuff that you need, diapers, wipes, bro. All these things, bro. Huge blessing, bro. I promise you. And they actually made it very fun too. Like they actually played baby shower games. They did.
And people went the extra mile,
bro. They went the extra mile. And they made sure they celebrated because you got to think, but not everybody has a village to have these.
That's kind of the point I was gonna get to. Is just imagine being in that position to have that resource and actually utilizing it, right? Because again, and I'm gonna just keep this brief, keep going, but it's more so like, we all have resources, like, you feel me? There are resources available to us, each of us, everybody, dang near. But it's our job to utilize it, right? So like once we see help or we see a resource that we can use to help our situation, or for anything, really just use it. Don't be afraid to. I know a lot of people kind of feel like they don't want to take. You know what I'm saying? They might be scared. They might be shy. Take it. Just take it. That's what it's for. You
deserve it too.
I've had a hard time in my life receiving things. I've never been I always been the gifter, but not the receiver.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't necessarily like receiving gifts. It makes me feel funny. So I understand the feeling of it. But if somebody's willing to give you a gift, take it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Don't block nobody's blessing.
Absolutely.
And that's it. Don't block their blessing of giving you the blessing.
No, that's great, bro. Because that's again, it's what we do it for. It's what a lot of people who are willing to give is doing it for. They just want to help somebody. And you rejecting that help kind of hurts. You know what I'm saying? And because we want to, and we genuinely, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you said it.
Genuinely, like, we want to. Like, that's what we do it for. So, and it makes us feel a lot better by you receiving that. So.
And and you're so worthy of it. Like, and that's where I kind of walked into this space, and that's what I'm going to lead with a little bit. as a person who is involved, as just had an event actually in this gym for those who know. We had a fall festival.
For my boy, man.
Yeah, I mean, appreciate it, bro. We just had a fall festival where we was able to extend some resources and bring the community in here a little bit and do some mingling and whatnot. Just kind of ushering the spirit in this place. The spirit of giving, the spirit of love, all these things, right? So we had this event, and as a person who extends resources, a person who's usually being a person who's serving and stuff like that. Sometimes you don't think that you deserve to be served too, that you deserve resources extended to you too. God stripped me from that some time ago. He humbled me. So I find myself in a lot of rooms, bro. Like, so this community baby shower, I went for me, bro. Like, I went for my child who had some needs, or at least desires. Like, maybe not upfront needs, but some desires and something I can lift a burden off of my family, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm in this room.
That's
and
deep, bro.
Again,
knowing you, I know you can't do it. Like, you can't. Like, you can be
bro.
cool without, you know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
But like you said, you are worthy of it.
They're
like,
worthy, and there's a
worthy.
place, and they're not saying you got to come here and be poor. Like, they're not saying you got to be,
help. Like,
back against the wall. It's some assistance, bro. It's and so I went there, and super open to it. I've been to a few things like this recently, and you see the environment, bro, and you see the love in the air. You see, for one, I look at it as networking as well, because I talk to a lot of different resources. I extend myself. So those things that I don't need, I extend to somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm able to be more educated as into what's out there. So I know when I'm talking to somebody in passing, hey, did you know this program does this? You should hit them up. They got what you need. So maybe and that's kind of the heart of why I do go to stuff like this. It's really not to get stuff for me, but to get stuff for me to utilize for someone else. And in the end of it, I get blessed though. And like, that's not my intent though, but it happens that way. And I'm gonna just give it a short story. So even in this, they played baby shower games. They gave away gifts and stuff as those who won, nice gifts too. And then they had an auction actually. They went around the room and did a raffle for every table. There was about 20 tables in there, right? Different resources. For every table, they did a raffle. They raffled to pick somebody's name just off the entry, off the sign-in sheet. So everybody who signed in, they went around in each table. I actually was going around. I talked to every table. I got to maybe the last 5 of the tables or whatever. I talked to this man, and I had realized by the time I got to him that they all had kind of some gifts or something next to their tables. And I'm like, oh, is this for a raffle? Because I was something I was interested in. It was a vacuum, a short vacuum. I was like, y'all doing a raffle for this.
I need that.
And he was like, actually, they're going to do one at the end. They're going to do one for every table, every vendor here actually bought a gift that they're going to raffle off based off of everybody who came.
That's dope.
So I'm like, okay, cool. That's good. I'm looking forward to that. That's dope. So fast forward, we did the raffle, but they went around all the tables. Again, this was one of the last 5 ones I went, and I started noticing how many it was probably a good 40 parents in the room. I said it was about 20 tables or something. So not everybody's getting something, but almost everybody is.
Right,
or a good amount of people.
Half
the room dang there. And some people left early and stuff like that too, so they wasn't here for this time. So they went to this. They was calling up. They was auctioning everything off. They got to they got closer to the table. I'm like, bro, I'm about to get that vacuum.
Yeah, because the odds was in your favor at that point.
I'm getting not the odds, bro, the guy, bro. I'm like, I'm getting that vacuum, bro. So bro, they went to the table, bro. They called a person. That person wasn't there.
Oh.
Bro, as soon as they called that person wasn't there. I said, "Oh yeah, that's me." Bro, they called. They got the next tag on the joint, bro. Mind you, there's still about 20 names in there. They called my name for the vacuum.
Bro, that was nothing but God, bro.
Thank you, Lord. And I'm just like, bro. But that's the underlying blessing that you get for being in a divine place. You get divine blessings.
That's
it's
good.
not that I got the secondhand blessing. Yeah, you know what it is. It's not that I got a blessing that I didn't get skipped. Somebody didn't get skipped out of their blessing, and then I got their blessing. It was the fact that divinely, bro, this was for me, bro, because I was in a divine place I was supposed to be and doing the divine nature of things that I meant to do, bro. So it was that, bro. And from there, I'm just like,
but see, that's what happens when you put yourself in, when you make
you
a decision to put yourself in that position to have them blessings come, right?
Yes.
Like we, a lot of people like to say, like luck and stuff. They talk about luck, and it's like you have to enable luck. Like you have to do things that allows you to be lucky or allows you to be blessed, right? Because if you reject these things, if you refusing to go,
you're never going to be lucky. You're never going to be blessed.
That's what they say. It's always important to show up.
Just to show up, because you never know. Like today might be your day. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not putting yourself in the situations, it's funny because every time I find myself in situations like this, it's like, and I decide not to go or not to show up or something like that. you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel like, you be like, dang, I should have been there.
You missed something.
I missed something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Bigger than FOMO, too.
Yeah,
Like.
absolutely. Like, it's like I'm missing out on something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a vacuum, you feel me? Whether it's anything, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You might speak life into somebody who needed it just by you being there. You might not even have intentions on really speaking to nobody, but you could have just went and changed somebody's life just off of a couple words. You know, you never know. You might stop at the gas station and say, man, I hope you have a blessed day. Now that person's spirits might be lifted. Like, just something so simple like that, where bro, your spirit tell you every time.
Big time.
Every time.
And it's like, it's that, bro. So I got blessed with that, and I'm like, yo, I was dope. And then, on the exit, they gave everybody dope
Where that vacuum at right now?
bags. It's at the crib. About to put it work. I'm the vacuum in the house. I'm gonna put it. It's a tool for me anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm like, bro, it's stuff like that, and it's like, again, they bless us more with exit stuff. And then this organization alone, like, I've been following them for a little bit, and I'm seeing the work that they're doing. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like, I'm inspired. Like, I want to do
shout out
something.
to whoever came up with that.
Oh,
for sure.
big time, bro. Like I said, they do it.
That's what I'm saying. Just like being there, getting that inspiration from the vacuum, bro. That inspiration,
big time, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be able to bust somebody with a vacuum soon, bro. Like, that's how I felt like I'm gonna be able to connect these dots, whether we hosting them the same, whether we having the same organization come here hosting something like this, or I just get in, I plug in with these vendors, whatever. I'm like, I just see that because I seen something recently too. I went to downtown and to the Mission of Mercy. They did a big thing down the convention center where they had a whole bunch of they offered dental, vision, and hearing for free, bro. I'm not talking about just like dental cleanings. I'm talking about like they was root canals, bro. And I'm talking about they opened the doors at 6 a.m., started clinics at 7, and went to like 6 p.m. So how many, bro? When we got there, bro, people was sleeping outside to waiting for the doors to open because that's dental's expensive, bro.
Super expensive.
Yeah,
boy,
and you got insurance, you can't even get it.
With insurance,
you can't even get it sometimes without insurance at all. Like you can't even get in the seat, let alone afford it.
Exactly.
Stuff like that. Super inspired, bro. Super dope organization. The way they ran it was super dope. I'm just like, I'm seeing these things, but I'm like, God, what you got for us? Like, what do you got for us? Because again, I went down there and utilized that resources. So we took Siani because she needed a hearing test. We got that done and we found out some things, that was necessary for her to, get discovered. And it's like, when you just in the midst of these blessings, and again, people be like, I don't deserve the free stuff. Like somebody else needs that. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you deserve it too, bro. Like, yeah, I can afford probably to go take my daughter to get a hearing test and pay for it. But if there's something, a resource extended, who's to say
why not use it?
Who's just, take the burden off of me, and who's to say like, absolutely, I don't deserve it, and you don't deserve. Who's to say you don't deserve that blessing of something that's extended onto you? And I went there and I did that, and this is like just a compound of things in the past 2 weeks, and I'm seeing all these things, but I'm like, it just hit me because I'm like also seeing stuff, and then I'm bringing hair that I'm gonna join y'all in, so we can spread around the conversation because right now, bro, we're in struggling times. We're in hard times right now, bro. The way the economy's looking out here, and we're not gonna get political about it, but we're gonna talk about the reality of what things going, the way things is. We're in November right now. SNAP has a loss of assistance right now. There's people out here, concerned. There's people worried. There's people not knowing, where they gonna get their next meal from, bro. There's stuff like that. There's stuff going on with the housing. It's rough times right now, bro. There's stuff going on with travels, airports. There's natural disasters going on. Like, there's a lot going on, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot going on, bro, where, the stress levels is definitely inclined right now and increased. Not to mention, it's holiday season where people already grieve hard around this time of the year.
Seasonal depression.
Feel me? Seasonal depression. People grieving the loss of family and stuff like that, and the way things look when they were sitting at the table and there's not mom there, there's not grandma there, there's not uncle there. Like, there's a lot going on, bro, in this season, bro. So, and in a time now more than ever where we can use our neighbor, where we can depend on our neighbor, we could depend on the organization that's extending these resources. And again, not just in such a direct literal manner, but every way, bro. Like, resources in your brothers, resources in job opportunities, resources in finance opportunities, resources in, again, the medical stuff, emotional support.
I was gonna say love,
bro. Love, bro. I was about to say moral support. Yeah, we a resource.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
Love at the foundation.
You need something.
Like, seriously, bro. Like, bro, don't ever think, if we don't got it, we know somebody who do,
I was gonna
bro.
say that y'all could. We talk about, like, leave a comment, on whatever y'all want. But, like, and I say that we said this a couple times, like, for real, like, if y'all need anything that we could possibly help with or lead you to the right resources, we will. Like,
not here just to talk.
No, not at all. Like, we here to help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real moral support, but actual support as well in other areas of life. If you just let us know, we could possibly, and hopefully get you to the people who can help you if we can't ourselves do it.
Right.
So
we know God that will, so definitely reach out, y'all. But that's where I want to lay the playing field. You know, again, y'all are resourceful people just in your hearts. Like, you know what I mean? Don't ever think just because whatever positions and titles we got don't make us resourceful. Y'all have been a resource to me as brothers, you know what I mean? So, you know, I know that just in your nature, and then there's some things that y'all got, like Duane, Easy Hall, like you're a resource and the gifts of your entrepreneurship that you do for people. I know around this time in the past years you have done blanket donations and stuff like that. You know, you extended stuff like that. I know you have done multiple things with TalKing. You have came on the scene, extended yourself, gave you your time. You do stuff for God all the time as far as the church, as far as this building you came in here and painted late nights, 12 o'clock at night. We was in here painting and stuff like that. Like, bro, yeah, I mean, but it's like as resourceful men, as resourceful people, you know, I guess I asked a twofold and I'll start here. What is the area in y'all life that y'all feel like y'all are challenged with receiving as a resource to y'all?
That's good.
Any order?
You wanna go first?
I would say when it comes to being challenged and having resources and stuff, like as far as like being loved, like
all right.
You know what I mean? Not being
a resource,
but like being loved on like a human aspect.
Break
you
it
know
down,
what I'm
bro.
saying? So like I don't struggle with being loved from God because it's like I know He won't fail me. But I just always like, for example, whenever I wouldn't say lost, but whenever my G-rays passed on, you know what I mean? Like I had Jew, I had pastor, I had my wife, I had my family, but it was still like I didn't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like, dang, like I'm about to just deal with this on my own, deal with this with God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just muscle through it. But like sometimes that's not always was healthy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is good to have conversations with people and actually express your feelings that you're having, and you know, just kind of, you know, working through it, and also just, I don't know, just I guess it helps for some people to just talk with other humans. But see, me, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like God's just the answer to everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just be like, all right, God, like, I'm feeling this way and that way. And then it's crazy because you'll have a conversation with him, and then he'll send somebody to help you. Bro, and I never was the type to, like, you know, push it away, but it was just like, I wouldn't get super deep. You feel me? Like I wouldn't get super deep because I think we touched on it before. Like, you know, whenever you was younger, it was never like you was always taught like, you know, toughen up, don't act like a little girl type of thing. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, you know what I mean. So I feel like as I became older, I'm starting to learn more how to express my feelings and how to express on how I'm feeling about a lot of things.
That's
Respect,
good.
bro.
That's
Respect.
good. What about you,
bro.
Nerd?
I ain't gonna lie. You know, as y'all know, it's kind of the same thing for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Miss Angie at work, man. Like, shout out her. She not gonna watch this, but I'll probably show it to her. But nah, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, we talked about my mom passing and stuff, like, you know, over the podcast. But there's not really too many people, like, you know what I'm saying, who could kind of understand. Obviously, I was 25. You know, my mom passed, and that was it. Like, my dad passed when I was 6. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got no parents to just go talk to, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the conversations, like, that you would just have with your parents or whatever, like, just on some, like, update, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, honestly, with my mom, she would just call me just to tell me she's proud of me, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really get that no more, which is, like, for me, that was, in a time, like, I never took it for granted, bro, but, like, it's, like, when she was gone and I didn't get it no more, it's, like, whoa, like, this is, like, I didn't even realize she dang near the only person who really told me she proud of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
We
I
proud
think,
of you, bro.
No, I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Definitely. And I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it, but to hear it from your raised,
It hit different, no doubt.
It's like, you know, these are people who love you, like, in the most unconditional way. Like, it's a different type of love that your parents give you. So, you know, I think kind of the challenge is really is seeking it. Like, is seeking love or just the conversations about my mom or like my dad, really, you know what I'm saying? I don't really talk about them much unless conversations like this is brought up. But other than this, bro, I don't really talk about it. But tell y'all a story. I was at work, so like 2 weeks ago. And that's why I'm saying shout out Miss Angie because she brought it out of me. I don't really cry. Like, I'm not really a crier. Like,
coworkers, I get you.
I get emotional. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? So we at work and we talking, and she's an older lady, and her mom recently passed away. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say around like maybe like 5-6 months ago, and this is her first Thanksgiving with her mom. And so we talking, and she's like, yeah, my mom got these recipes, like, this and that. And I'm like, dang, this kind of like make me think about my mom and how she cooked and stuff, And mind you, she didn't know my mom passed at this time.
Okay.
I knew her mom passed, but she didn't know my mom passed. And I'm like, dang, like, it's getting me emotional hearing you talk about your mom, because she older and she just lost her mom. You like, what I'm saying? Like, and the feelings are similar. Like, you feel me? Like, we feel the same.
You have understanding.
Understanding, bro. And that's something I don't really have with a lot of people in my life. You know what I'm saying? As far as that go. So she break down crying, bro, like out of nowhere. She, knowing her, she never did that
type,
with me.
yeah.
We was never like that close for it to have these type of
yeah.
sentimental conversations and stuff. So she started crying, and I'm like, dang, like, you making me want to cry, because I feel you. Like, I feel everything, so I give her a hug, and I'm just letting her cry and stuff like that. And then I'm just let it go. Like, I'm gonna hold my emotions and be strong for her, because she's in this vulnerable moment. Bro, we get to talking a little bit more, because I start bawling.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, it's crazy. Sometimes that's needed, bro.
I got tears in my eyes.
Bro, sometimes that's needed, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, because sometimes we be trying to hold in too much emotions.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a big old hot air balloon of emotions.
That you can't pop it really in front of like all these people, because as a man or just as an individual,
you feel like you gonna crash.
Yeah, like, bro, and I'm sitting here, cause I'm bawling my eyes out to this lady, bro, like, just saying, like, dang, like, I'm not even really saying much, but she's like, I know, like, I know, like, I understand everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm crying, she hugging me, patting me on my back. I'm just like, bro, this warmth, and come to find out, bro, when I lived on JL, in that greenhouse, you remember, like, you walk all the way up the hill, then you go down by the funeral home kind of thing. You remember that? Yeah, so, bro, she lived, like, bro, a couple doors down, bro.
That's crazy.
Like, during that same time. And I never knew this lady, bro. She knew my mom. Like,
what?
Yeah, like, you
bro,
feel me?
That's
like,
wild.
And I'm
I
like,
just made a connection at that time.
yes, bro.
Bro, that's wild.
So I'm like,
different.
Bro, I'm seeing her balling, and I'm like, and I think really, and it lifted so much weight off my shoulders, bro, because I probably haven't cried like that since my mom passed. Like, a tear, a couple tears will come out occasionally, just thinking, like, reminiscing and stuff. But like, to cry like that, bro, it's like the dang near the day that I found out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it just made me realize, bro, in that moment, like, I need to have more of these moments.
Yeah.
Like, I need to, like, you feel me? And I think, y'all know how it is. Like, you wake up with a purpose every day. We try and be successful. We try and help other people. We put our issues to the back, and we always go back to this mental, mental health stuff, or the mental support stuff, and emotional support, and but it's like, dang, like, I really need more of this, and I need to allow people to love me in that way, like, you know what I'm saying, and not keep everything surface level when people ask how I'm doing. Like, like, if they ask me how I'm doing, like, I really need to tell people how I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not just like, oh, I'm cool, I'm just, working. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. Like, you feel me? But just really like, with my people, my my family, y'all boys, like, you feel me? Like, I need to really let y'all know how I'm doing for real. Like, me and Desi was talking the other day. He's like, dang, all this stuff happened in this little bit of time. Like, we need to talk more. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, like, I do, bro. Like, I do. Like, we do. Like, you know, and I think that is something that I definitely have been challenged with. Y'all know how it is. Time goes, and next thing you look up, it's 2 weeks past, 3 weeks past, bro. But
3 years past.
3 years past, bro. I'm telling you. But yeah, so I think that's it, bro. I kind of
I love it.
I need to and I need to open myself up, like, personality wise, to allow people to come in and see me, you know what I'm saying? And to really see me and not suppress everything. And, I like to be, like, I pride myself on being, like, the strong one, like, you know what I'm saying? And I thought about it even when my mom passed and I was out Cali and preparing the services and all that. I didn't even get to mourn her then, because I'm taking care of my mom, my sister, like, my brother. I'm making sure they good.
The man of the house.
Exactly. So it's like, dang, like, I wish, even in that moment, I wish I would have opened myself up. Like, you feel me? Like, and I handled it well, but like, it just, I ain't gonna lie, like, so I could definitely see why certain things happen, bro. Like, you feel me? Because if you don't allow that valve to be cracked, bro, it's a whole bunch, bro. It's a whole bunch in there.
It takes a special person to definitely, twist that valve for you. And I like both of y'all takes because, for one, I like God's just, shifting things because, where we started to where we're going, and it's so divine and where we're going, bro. And I'm honest, I'm trying to chill because I'm elated. You know what I mean? Because I really see what he just did here, in advance, and glory in advance. But you know, it is so important, bro. It's so important. Like I said, like for you, you said you're seeking on, you know, those kind of those opportunities now, or those
with my people especially, like,
I mean those people, the atmospheres and the environments and the timing of it too.
But see, hold on, my bad, real quick. The thing, and I say my people, and it's even like with that, I gotta get out of that because Miss Angie wasn't
open
my
up
people.
the bubble, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Open up
Miss
the bubble.
Angie wasn't one of my people at the time that this happened.
That's real.
She was not a complete stranger, but somebody who I didn't even look at like that.
Them be the ones though.
They
bro.
say that's sometimes it's the people who don't know nothing. It's easy.
Bro, I'm telling you, and not allow everything to come up off me, bro. I slept so good that night. I woke up the next morning so much better, feeling like a weight lifted off my shoulder. Cause I didn't even know at the time that I needed to cry. Like, you feel me? Like, I didn't even notice. I had no intentions on even thinking about what was going on. Like, you feel me? I think about my mom every day, but I wasn't thinking about it like that.
Yeah.
You know, so like, it just, you know, and
That's
again,
good.
bro, like just opening myself up and letting my spirit read the room on who's, you know, and who's open and available to help me.
That's good.
So what is it for you, bro?
Nah, for one, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of both of y'all.
Appreciate you,
I'm proud of both of y'all.
Proud of you too, bro.
Yeah, nah, for real. Dang, I ain't even think about a question.
Therapy
Rest back on me.
man. Come on now.
And I'm gonna give a quick little what you call it, a little plug real quick too, because this is on my heart, and I'm doing this to really hold myself accountable. But it's in motion. 2026 is I'm starting a group. It's gonna be called TalKing It Through. TalKing It Through.
TalKing.
Yeah, you hear what I'm saying?
TalKing.
And it's gonna be predicated for this though, bro. And I'm just seeing it because I'm literally seeing it, bro. But it's gonna be, you know, not talking, you know, over or getting. It's not gonna be getting over our emotions and our experiences and our traumas and all those things that we, you know, have dealt with. But it's gonna be getting through it, like literally through it. A space where we can literally learn how to actually process things,
this,
bro.
I love it,
like
bro.
literally, bro. I L for that, bro. And you asked me, I guess that leads to my answer a little bit. You know, a resource. I have learned a type of emotional intelligence over the years, bro, that kind of backs me up against the wall sometimes, bro, because I literally, and I don't mean this to be boastful because it's glory to God that he even gave me this tongue to be able to do it, but I learned how to process my emotions a lot, bro. Like, I know how to process them and in such a manner that is both past, present, and future.
So how does that look? Because I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Processing my emotions wasn't something I was taught. It was always like,
not, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still learning.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Hold it in.
Yeah.
You'll forget about it. And I would say something that I kind of always did was just like almost act like it just ain't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
that's what most of us do.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I process with things.
And this is my thing right here, bro. And this is literally my resistance a little bit. My struggle is because I came from that as well, bro. But I always knew it was real. I always knew it was real. When even when I fronted like it wasn't, I always knew, and I always burdened me, bro, like real bad, and it suppressed me. Like, I felt like suppression. So how I grew up, I was like that, you know, and then relationships, I was like that. There was multiple times in my life, but now, you know, I reached a part, you know, through my walk with God, and being there for other people, learning how to process other people's emotions and walk them through their experiences, you know what I mean? Whether it be good or bad or, you know, whatever else, walking them through that. And then just my season of isolation I had, you know, when it was kind of like a 2-year just solitary with God, I learned how to be quiet and listen to him and literally hear and feel what I was going through. Like, hear and feel what I was going through with no rejection, no projection on nobody else. It was me versus me. I had to feel it. I had to deal with it. I had to look in the mirror every night, bro. For 2 years, I was dolo, bro. And you was there in that season a little bit.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying you was around too. But I'm saying, like, not a lot of people know or probably even believe that I was really dolo, and I was out and about, but bro, I went home by my dolo. You know what I mean, like, a little bit after you moved out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, after that season, bro. That's a longer story. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny though, because it's crazy. Like we was talking about earlier before the pod, like how we were when we were younger, before we learned how to like express ourselves, talk. Really, like we, you know, me and you had our talks countless nights. You know what I'm saying? But to really like see the growth and understand how like how it's the average person, bro. Yeah. Like I still feel like I'm dang near average in how I deal with myself.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But like to come from where we was coming from with it, like what you said, you was never taught that, bro. So to be kind of like mindless and not even thinking about, we can get better at expressing ourselves. We can get better at handling our emotions this way. Bro, that wasn't even like a thing. It was like, we already mastered it at 20 years old, 21 years old. It is
what it is.
Because we ain't know no better.
Yeah. And I think it was, another thing was, my thought process was like, dang, like you said, being a strong one, it's like almost like, my emotions don't really matter. They matter, but they don't matter. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know I could take it. I'll just keep having my conversations with God.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to cut you off. Like, that, I think that comes with the process of learning and having a relationship with God. Because, we still got to be that guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we are leaders. But we also have to know when and how to take care of ourselves as well. But it's just different. Like, we just have to be wired a little different. But that same... we're still cleansing ourselves of them emotions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Within it. And
now that's why, like, if I'm hot, I'm heated. Like, I'm like, don't get me wrong, this is moral support, but we still human. You feel me? I'm hitting cuz of like, bro, you'll never believe, bro, why I'm so hot right now.
Bro, I feel you, cuz. You don't understand. Bro, I called this boy a couple times, bro, losing my top, bro. I swear, like, and vice versa, bro. I swear, this is crazy because I feel you, bro. Like,
it's real, but you need those spaces. And then when safe spaces not only that like comfort us, but kept us sane and stable.
You know it's crazy though?
Yeah, I mean,
you know it's crazy, not to cut you off, but it's like whenever we hot though, we not going to the yes man. We going to wise counsel. Like, bro, don't. What is it that the word they use? Don't go crash out. You know what I'm saying? We actually talking through it. Like, all right, this is maybe where I went wrong. This is how the situation is going to change. Or maybe there is some situations that is the inevitable. You know what I mean? But it's like, all right, we talking through it. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what I love about it?
Talk through the crash out sometimes.
I was about to say, so
you didn't talk through. Like, that's how good you got to get me to be able to say, what happens if I do crash out in this moment? I do put somebody in the bad predicament.
I swear, bro. As we talk about all the time, there's one particular moment, bro, when I was in Cali, I was going through it, bro. And the thing I loved about it so much was that he was allowing me to talk. Like, he wasn't like, bro, chill, bro, don't. He wasn't doing none of that, bro. He was just like, he was allowing me to talk, bro. And then he allowed me to talk, and I allowed him to respond. Like, you know what I mean? And that was so important in that moment because, again, bro, I could have been losing my top, throwing things all over there, a bunch of holes in the wall. Anything, you know what I'm saying? And he talked to me calmly, like, bro, I understand, like, I feel you, bro, just, I wouldn't do this, like, you should probably do this, just get out for a little bit, get some air, you know what I'm saying, this and that. It's crazy, I feel you, but, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like you said, wise counsel. Like, I don't need nobody to be like, man, nah, F that, do this, do that, like, you know what I'm saying, like that, because then I'm like, like, I'm gonna go do this, like, you know what I mean, like,
man, fuel to the fire,
real rap, bro. And I think, and I love that, bro. Even when I talk to you, bro, swear every time we keep it a buck with each other every time, and I love it, bro, because, and I think it radiates. The energy, bro, radiates off of each one of us, bro. Like, we do, because I didn't know you at first. That was y'all two. But then when I introduced you introduced me to him, I'm like, oh, he feel the vibe. Like,
no doubt.
And then vice versa. It's like we automatically felt comfortable with talking to each other.
That's my boy.
No doubt. So I'm like, you know, that's kind of like how it balanced, bro. Like, so anybody that attaches themselves to you or you, I'm like, I feel like I could trust them almost. I'm like, if you a part of Desi and Ray's group, you part of my group. You're my type of person too. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? I know I can trust them. I trust them so much.
You know we ain't about to be messing with nobody who just ain't a part of, like, ain't like kind of cut it from our
even
cloth,
if we are messing with somebody, we give a heads up.
I'm about to say, I ain't all the way sure. Give a little disclaimer a little bit. Listen.
Oh yeah, them is important.
They're a little distant from they come from the same cloth, but they a different color of the cloth.
They just ain't quite there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Heads working up.
On it.
Now I'm gonna give two little gems right now. Two pieces of moral support for the people, man, because y'all both said something, and I think people don't really realize how helpful this can be. But when somebody is coming to you in any facet of counsel, of advice, I mean, from depression to anger to grieving something, a loss of somebody or something, to even just job advice, relationship advice, anything. I promise you, this is one of my hidden gems that I use, and my brothers could probably attest to it. When they give you things, when they say things to you, be curious. Explore them. Explore their mind. Don't go off of what you would do and what's on your mind.
That's good.
Duane, do you think that's a good idea? Why would you do that? If you do that, what do you think will happen? How do you feel that because they said that thing to you? How does that make you feel? Don't project everything that's going on in your head and, oh, girl, you crazy, or boy, you crazy. I would have. No. Stay with him, the person that's talking to you, the individual that's talking to you. Explore them. Be curious. See and try to understand their perspective. Try to really understand if you don't know them or know what they're going through or know the other person they're dealing with. Really explore. I promise you that's a superpower of mine because it allows the other person to think.
I'm still working on that. I still be like, cuz how do you said through what?
Bro, but it allows you to explore that person and to get to know them better so you can give them, a little bit of navigation, but allows them to explore themselves. Because if I just tell you, go put that screw in that wall and don't give you no reason why, you don't
put it anywhere.
And you're gonna put it anywhere and you're not gonna know what to do the next time it come down to it. And you're not gonna know why you did it. Like, you don't understand the fundamentals of it. So it's like, it's so good to allow that person to explore and to be able to be in their own head and think it through. And most times they'll get the answer for themselves. Most times I'm talking to Ray, he's asking me some stuff, asking him a couple questions, he's like, oh, I got it, cuz.
Yeah,
like
facts.
I don't gotta give him an answer. I don't gotta give him a direction. He's like, he turned on his compass. He started looking at his compass at this point and saying, oh, I'm going south, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm about to go north now. You know what I mean? It's like, it's that simple sometimes. That's one. I want to speak to that before I go to the second one?
Yeah, no, real quick. I was just going to say, brother, I feel like one of the richest men in life because of the people I have around me.
Yes.
A group of
That's
people.
good.
Glory.
Because not only do I have one person I could go to with that type of conversation, I could go to Mont. If I need, I could go to Leander. I could go to Jerome. Like,
That's
you know what I'm
good.
saying? And I brag about that so much, bro. I like it's like the most priceless thing, bro. Like, I feel like I'm the richest man on earth because of the counsel that I do and the circle that I do, bro. Like, I can't explain in detail it enough how much like I get from y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, I can never be steered in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? I don't have just one person that might give me some good advice. You know what I'm saying? I have a entire team of people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that makes me healthy. Like, it makes me so healthy, bro. And I just appreciate it, bro. And I'm so grateful. So I just want to say thank y'all, boys.
Thank you.
No, that's real, bro. And it's necessary because for one, it cultivates a different type of compassion in you. You know what I mean? To understand another person, like to actually, dig into their brain. I love doing it. It's like it's intimate to me to do it. Like, I love doing it with my friends. I love doing it with my lady. Like, I love doing it with my kids. Like, it's very intimate thing to, like, it's what they call it, massaging the mind, kind of. Like, I like to do that, bro.
And I think another thing, just to add to that real quick, was like, there's so much there where I could just point somebody in y'all direction. Like, I can be like, don't talk to me, talk to him.
Yeah.
And I know y'all just gonna give them the best possible advice that they can, that they can get, at least from you. You know what I'm saying? If it's not y'all, go to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's the fun part about
that is priceless, bro. That is priceless to have resources like that.
There we go. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that is priceless. That's all I can
say.
Yeah,
that's good.
Like, there's nothing. That's nothing that money can buy. Like, you can be a billionaire and not buy the counsel that I have.
That's good. That's real, because we got each other, and then we got the ultimate resource, God, to be able to send that to. So that's what's really dope. And then I know a quick jewel too for my married men out there, my soon to be married, my relationship folks, my guys who get in a relationship, my ladies who try to get a relationship. We got a little jewel too. Because we don't like to extend a burden onto our woman in our life, and as a man, you're kind of not meant to. So there's a lot of things that we withhold from our women because we're already trying to take the burden off of them. So I would extend my burden onto them, right? And that's cool. That's how you're supposed to be as a man. Obviously you never let anything get to the point where it compromises your character. So you're so compressed with all this pressure that it spills over to your lady, it spills over to your friends, spills over to your work. You still want that vow and be able to decompress in some multitude of ways, some matter in some way. But I will say this: there's some things you can extend onto your lady, and if you get a firm foundation with your lady or a good friend, you need to be able to be comfortable extending extending your problems or just challenges, even visions onto them without thinking it's a burden to them, because you should have such a good partner, again, friend, relationship, whatever, that they're able to then project what you're putting onto them to another being. They should be able to go to prayer with you. They should be able to feel like I shouldn't have to tell my lady something and feel like it's so heavy on her now that she's holding it because she's now about to join me into prayer and we're going to actually pray about it. And now it's not on neither one of us. You feel what I'm saying? It's not on Duane now. Duane can go pray for me. Even if he don't do nothing at this instance, he can go pray for me. Vermont can go pray for me. And it's like, I'm saying this because there's a lot of things that we do withhold because we don't want to make somebody else heavier. And sometimes we don't even go to our friends about things because they got stuff going on too. You know what I mean? We don't use our resources because those resources are already helping other people. They're already being a resource to other people who maybe be in more need than me. And so it seems, you know what I mean? But again, for one, never assume. But for two, always know that if you got the right person in your corner who you are utilizing as a resource, they should be able to then project you or forward you to something that is beyond them that is helpful to you. You know what I mean? That's not that is not a burden to them.
Yeah.
That's a jewel for listen, when you get married it's definitely a jewel, but as you get there, I'm telling you.
Oh, what?
Man, hey, dropping jewels, bro.
No, that was a banger.
Yeah,
that was a banger.
I
want to shout out to my wife for that because she got so much, bro. She got so much beautiful faith, bro. And I don't think she be realizing it sometimes because I don't know if I ever told the story, but before we got married, she knew we was gonna get married. Bro.
I remember that,
bro. Like when we first met, and I'm like, bro, you're crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we're 14, 16. You know what I'm saying? We're when we first met, I'm just like, you're crazy. And now I'm looking, I always go back to this. I'm like, yo, like you had such beautiful faith because you knew, and it's like now. We're actually sitting down praying together. You know what I mean? And whenever I'm dealing with stuff, I might be feeling like a little bit like overwhelmed or I'm thinking into stuff a lot. And she be like, man, like, Ramon, you're always like, you always do this when you about to go do something big. You know what I'm saying? And it end up working out. She's like, just get out your own head. You know what I'm saying? And just do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to have, a lady like that. And then it's like, it be so funny because it's like, sometimes it be seeming like whenever I'm talking about business or something like that, it be going to one ear out the other.
Got you.
But bro, and then we'll have a conversation and she'll bring it up. I'm like, yo, I just crack a little smile because it's like you act like you wasn't listening, but you was listening, and now you giving me inspiration and motivation at the time that it's needed. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I want to attest to. And then another person in my life who I don't often mention as much as my godfather, bro.
Okay.
Oh, what? He's super dope, dude.
Shout out to God dads out there,
bro,
man.
Facts, bro.
Shout out to God dads out there.
Bro, super dope, dude. Like, as far as, like, navigating, like, this journey on becoming, like, a entrepreneur and business and stuff like that, he's the guy who gives me a lot of my resources on what books to read, what type of mentorships to invest in, and also just, like, knowing, like just speaking life into me, like, yo, like, this is so, like, he be on, like I be getting super geek, but he be getting even more geeker, and then I be like, oh, like, I'm super excited, but it's crazy because, like, he got 20 years on me, you know what I mean, 20 years on me, so it's important to have people who's ahead of you in life to, like, see, like, oh, like, because something I've been noticing that he be doing is, like, he explained to me, like, yo, like, the things that I could see with, like, for example, like, you got people who've been on this earth for like 40 years, 50 years, 70 years, and they seen certain people who have certain habits on where they ended up.
Right.
So whenever he's saying stuff to me, I'm not understanding, like, yo, like, how are you so kind of convinced? Like, what my faith is, like, I'm having faith in things that's hoped for but not yet seen.
Right.
He could kind of see, like, you know what I mean, where it's hitting, you know what I mean? Because he been on this earth, and I feel like sometimes, as we get older, we'll develop that skill. But whenever he's saying stuff to me, I'm like, yo, like, all right. And then it happened. I'm like, okay, now I see what you're doing here. But yeah, definitely a shout out to him. And it's super important to have people who could speak life into you in your life, whether it's a significant other or a father figure or a friend, you know what I mean? Or just, just family.
Honestly,
in general.
anybody just putting that spirit into you.
Heck
From their spirit, like pouring into your cup, like, that's Man, I can't tell you. It could be a stranger, bro.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
Heck shit.
Shout out to them
It honestly
people.
means more when people don't know you sometimes.
Because
Like,
that's really just their spirit
Right,
showing,
man,
like, you know what I mean?
Heck
And I think that's dope,
Facts.
bro. I love that. I ain't gonna lie, we gonna have to wrap this up. But
Oh,
real
yeah,
quick,
yeah.
man, before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do, I just want to shout out my big bro Paul, man. Big Paul out here doing his thing.
Shout out Paul, man.
I'm proud
Bro.
of you, bro. Like, I
Love
really
it.
am. I wanted to give it to you publicly. You know what I'm saying? I know I tell you all the time, but I really am proud of you. I love
God.
you, dog. Keep doing your thing. I'm here for you. You know what I'm saying?
BTP.
yeah,
Big
facts,
time
man.
Paulie.
Big time Paul. And also shout out my big bro Jerome, man. Really took me under his wing.
Shout out to the
You
run.
know what I'm saying?
Shout out to his
man.
boy.
I need to
Yeah,
get him in
clap
here
it
with
up
my
for
dog
him.
Rome. Man, that's big bro for real. Really put me on any type of game as finances. Any just life advice about being a father.
Dope.
You know, just we kind of in a similar situation. As far as like our moms and you know all that. That's my dog, man. Like
Wow.
I love that boy to death, boy.
Them was them
Shout out to
resources, man. Utilize your resources.
Facts.
If
Utilize your network.
You utilize your network, utilize your community, utilize the love. Larry said it.
Man, it's the trio, man. We back, man, with another banger
Let's
tune
go.
in. I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Let's go.
We love y'all too, man. Reach out to us. Yeah, man. We'll see y'all next time, man.
We out.